Previously, on Happily Ever Hanks, we left you hanging on the edge of your seat. Over the past few days, our journey from Alaska to Canada has taken us down one of the most desolate roads we've ever traveled on. So desolate, in fact, that bridges are mere illusions, leaving us with no choice but to navigate our RV in an unconventional manner. A daring voyage across the river on a one-of-a-kind ferry. We found ourselves a mere 11 minutes from our destination before fate dealt us the cruelest blow in our RV adventures. Cut off from the outside world with no cell phone signal or any satellites for our Starlink internet, we found ourselves isolated and vulnerable. Holy cow, that was loud. Oh my god. That sucks. Man, look at all the pieces flying. I guess there's no way to shut that fresh water?
No.
It's already empty. Yeah, let's get it up on the Anderson and get weight off it. Okay, stop. We'll just, for now, do that. I wonder what caused it to blow out. Oh, there's pieces of tire all the way down the road. I've always wondered how loud it would be a tire blowout. That was loud.
Yeah.
Now listen closely. Since the tire blowout caught us off guard, the only evidence we have is our dashcam footage. Pay attention as you hear the resounding whoosh when our tire unexpectedly exploded. Now we were cruising around 55 miles an hour, and the sound was the first indication of what occurred. Remarkably, the truck remained under complete control, and I felt no impact on the steering while towing. Listen carefully.
They don't understand at a certain age.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
I'm gonna get you like a hoodie or something, and I'll get him inside and get him fed.
Okay.
And the people are flying.
A huge tip for you guys, if you're ever in this position, for optimal safety, designate one person to focus on the road and traffic while the other handles the repairs. This ensures readiness to move to safety whenever a vehicle approaches, reducing the risk of injuries and fatalities caused by prolonged exposure to traffic.
Good news is this is a good ply tire, so.
It is?
Yeah. Should be enough to get us to Whitehorse.
Okay. That freaking fresh water tank though. I don't know if we're gonna be able to use that. It's the whole.
We won't have water. Man, that was loud.
That was really loud.
It happened quick.
And you felt it, right?
Not really. I just heard a loud bang.
I just wonder if it was underinflated or what.
No.
I mean, it blew out, so it had to be something else.
That was that one that was wearing really weird on the side.
Oh, okay.
I think that was a long time coming.
Scariest part is the situation we're in. This is scarier than when we were in Palmer.
I know. We'll just limit our time on the driver's side and just have one of us always keep an eye out on the traffic. And as soon as traffic's coming, we'll just kind of step back and make our way around. Battery's dead. Yep. Battery's dead.
Since our impact battery was dead, we found ourselves trapped in an almost impossible situation. The impending darkness of nightfall made matters much worse. As hope was quickly fading, a passing trucker came to our rescue, demonstrating some true kindness and generosity. We were in such a pinch with time that we had no choice but to use our leveling system to get the weight off the tire. Please do not ever attempt this. We are not professionals and we are only sharing our experience. Yet against all the odds, we were able to successfully replace the tire. Now our RV is equipped with the renowned Westlake G-rated tires that run at 110 PSI when cold. The havoc wrought from the blowouts with these tires is definitely cause for concern. This is where we anxiously awaited the extent of the final damages, but unfortunately, this would have to wait because we needed to find safety, get off the road, and have a place to stay before nightfall.
Well, this is the nice part about not having anywhere to be, because now we could just hang out in Whitehorse, but
yeah,
now it's a race against the weather.
Yeah.
To get this fixed and then out of Whitehorse, or out of Canada.
And I don't think we have trailer brakes right now, so yeah.
I don't know what the slide out looks like as well, so.
11 minutes to our destination. We were almost there.
Our water tank is completely busted. Trailer brakes?
A little bit.
Maybe one side works?
Yeah.
All right, well.
Now it's time to start researching places in Whitehorse that can hook us up. I'm not worried about the water tank. I mean, the water tank
I'm not
just
either.
Holding water. It's just.
They'll have to just redo that whole.
It's just the trailer brakes. I'm sure they can do that at a tire shop, I would imagine.
I'm just glad it's not worse than it is. When I saw water spewing out everywhere, for some reason I thought it was like propane. You don't know what you're gonna walk into. I'm always thinking you're gonna walk back and things are gonna be on fire. It punctured a hole like right by the tire on the insulation, and it was like this close to hitting the propane line, so.
Yeah.
Well, a crisp good morning from the Hanks. Got quite a few updates to give you guys. We're somewhere in the middle of Canada. No Starlink, no cell phone service, completely alone right now. I want to start things off on a good note this morning. So a good note is we were able to get the kitchen slide out actually fully slid out, which was great. We were concerned that I had damaged the slide out to the point where maybe we weren't going to be able to do that. Got here and whew, our worries were set to ease. Something else we're really thankful for, that you're going to hear from both of us going forward quite frequently, is we are so thankful it decided to blow out our fresh water line. Why, you might be asking? Well, instead, it could have blown out the propane line, and it didn't. It missed it by inches. And we are so thankful, because if we didn't have propane, we'd have no way to heat our RV. We'd have no way to run the refrigerator, so all that fresh fish we caught back in Anchor Point and all of our food would go bad. Really thankful to have propane. That is amazing. Cold one today.
Oh yeah, we gotta get far south as quickly as we can, but safely as we can, because like if we can't get this fixed, then we'll be stuck up here in the north. And winter's rolling in, you know? It's all good. It's all great.
I was trying to keep it on a positive note this morning, but she's bringing the heat, she's bringing the drama, which is okay. When the tire blew, it blew some of our trailer brake lines. So they were hanging and dangling on the one side all around the axle, and I ended up having to cut them off. So we don't have trailer brakes on one side of the RV right now. We'll get more into how that's affecting our towing in a little bit, but for now, gotta get the generator put away. It's cold out here. It's like literally 38 degrees, I think. Hopefully you guys are at home drinking a hot beverage right now and saying, thank goodness we're not the Hanks right now. Because to be honest, we wouldn't want to be the Hanks right now either.
One crisis at a time. And what I mean by that is there's a couple things that we'll need to address. So we're pretty much driving to Whitehorse, relying on one side having trailer brakes at work. It's pretty nerve-wracking because we don't know these roads. We don't know if we're going to go down any steep grades. I didn't see anything online about steep grades, and the milepost didn't say anything about it, but if you remember the footage, there was water spewing everywhere. So what happened there is the valve that opens and closes the freshwater tank, that bent the pole, which made it pull out the valve. So the freshwater tank seems to be fine, it's just that valve is broken. And that's annoying because we don't have water on board anymore. Luckily last night we had enough jugs of water and bottled water that we were able to get by for the night, but could use a shower. Not just one member of the family is stinky, all three of us are stinky. I think we're gonna pull over here in about 2 miles and top off our fuel. We're about half a tank. We could probably make it to the next town, but remember guys, play it safe. Just fill up while you can.
Well, so far the drive's been going okay. I've been limping it down the road. I usually keep it around 55, 60 normally, but today I've been going around 40, 45. As long as I keep our speeds under control, it will give us more time to stop. I cannot express enough how thankful I am that we do have the diesel though, because with the additional exhaust brake in play at all times, it really helps to take the load off the brakes. Going downhill and using that engine exhaust brake is a game changer. Once we get to Whitehorse in the Yukon Territory, it's going to be a lot more easement within the Hanks family. A lot of resources are there, and we can just get our bearings once again. Looks like we're all done with fuel here, which is good. It's always nice to top off while you have the resources to do so. There's plenty of resources going along down the road, but we just figured with the way life has been treating us lately, might as well just play it safe.
Last night was our first overnight in Canada. It was 60 or 70 miles past Dawson City. We found a nice little turnoff. We got the Starlink out. That thing was like tilted in all sorts of directions. It could not pick up a satellite. We couldn't even connect for a second. It wasn't that it was hitting obstructions or getting a satellite for a second. We got no satellite whatsoever. So I just want to make sure you guys are aware that as of now, Starlink is not doing well in the Yukon Territory. Are you feeling a little better about getting to Whitehorse? With the trail, like only having one set of trailer brakes?
Yeah, so far so good. Just taking it slow. Just keeping our speed low and slow. That's the name of the game today.
Yes.
Alright, so we drove about another 100 miles or so, and I'm going to go ahead and tighten these lugs again on the tire just to make sure that they're actually tightened well. With our luck and the way things have been going, they could easily become loose. So, stay on top of it. I'll give them another tightening. We're only about 130 miles outside of Whitehorse now, so Dee is handling the RV really nicely. Really appreciative. Renee and I were joking last night. We're like, why do we always feel like on such a high after tragedy happens? Well, it's because it gives us a new appreciation for life and what we have. We're gonna run with that.
But if you want to get set up with the impact drill, and then I'll be over to help.
All right, laying down the law, huh? Love that. I have a funny story. I was just thinking, how crazy was it yesterday when we had the blowout? You're not even gonna believe this. I don't expect anyone to believe my story right now, but it's honest truth. So yesterday when we were driving, for some reason I had started thinking about the blowout that Keith and Rainey had in Palmer, Alaska. If you haven't seen that video, we'll link it up above. That was a crazy one. Basically, we had to use this impact wrench to help them out. And I was like thinking yesterday I was driving, I haven't charged up that impact drill in a while, and I wonder if it's holding a charge. Sure enough, we have a blowout. We bust this bad boy out. I'm able to get one lug nut loose and it dies completely. So there we are. Oh. On top of everything, throw some more icing on the cake for the Hanks. I'm sick of icing. I'm sugared out.
So just giving them a little tighten down for the...
You know, honestly, this is probably, we should use the torque wrench for this, but we're gonna get all this addressed here in just a little bit in Whitehorse. And I just wanna make sure it's nice and secure right now.
I'm cold. It's still summer, technically.
Is it? Is it though?
It's not though.
Is it though? No.
Hi there. We have a reservation for an RV site starting tomorrow, but we were wondering if we could check in a day early and check in tonight. Okay. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. We're all good to check in a day early and keep our current reservation. She did say there is sewer and water, but she's like, well, yes, there are for now until it freezes. So I was like, I didn't even think of that. If the water freezes, like, should we go get a heat tape or like a hose, a heated water hose, just because we can't use our freshwater tank? Or we might have to figure out fixing the freshwater tank sooner than later.
Yep, I'll have to figure that out when we get there. One thing at a time, I guess. Let's just work on getting there and then we'll figure that out. Add it to the list, right?
One crisis at a time.
One crisis at a time. Here we go. Comment below with your suggestions on what you would have done in this situation. Yes, we made it to Whitehorse, but little did we know, this is just the starting point of our strenuous journey. Shockingly, we discovered that our trailer brakes were non-existent throughout the entire incident. We have plenty of updates to share regarding these repairs, but in the meantime, show your support by revisiting these amazing videos. Remember, we appreciate you all, so stay safe out on the road. Love you guys, and we'll see you next Thursday.